You go in the cave, and there's this little statue, little golden statue, kind of glowing, right? And underneath it, it says, "The success to marriage." What is that idol to you?
Oh my god. We were like, ah! Yeah, it was cool.
That is good.
You are so adorable.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We'll have to put that on after.
Put it on after. Sorry. It's a little tight.
It's amazing.
Making it work.
Wow, that is so bright.
I like how you have a Dutch oven in here.
Thanks.
I should have brought you guys treats.
Yeah, I was hoping for that, but it's okay.
Nice beers. Love it.
Yeah, do you want one?
Kind of. Just kidding.
It's non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, really? What?
Have you ever had one?
It's not even possible.
Yeah, it is.
How is it 0 alcohol?
It's good for you.
It's
I know
good.
anything in a can is probably not good for you.
That's.
Where are the ingredients?
What about V8?
How do you feel about V8, Tausha?
Is V8 like those juices
Yeah.
that are supposed to have 8 servings of vegetables or something?
Yes, sir.
Some of them are good. But
How do you
the
feel
ones
about
that-
like the health of them? That's kind of
Probably not. That's probably too much added sugar. I
You
really
think
don't
it's
think
sugar
that's
that's added?
And not
You don't
some
even want
crap.
one?
No, thank you. Probably
Yeah,
red
they're
40
really
dye
gross.
too.
The freak is red 40.
It's really bad
It's a
stuff
bad
for
dye.
you. It
Illegal
makes
in Europe.
kids like freak out. It's illegal in Europe? Did not know that. They should make it illegal here.
Why are you making things up?
I swear on my life, it's true.
No.
Look it up.
Why do you know that?
Hold up.
I don't have a.
I can go off about like stuff like that.
Good. That's what we need. You screaming into the camera. Damn, red dye!
That's what your clickbait should be. Ban the red dye. And then
We're
me
gonna make
talking
a
about getting
change.
married at 19.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, is it recording? Darn it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Dang it.
We'll edit everything out,
Okay.
potentially.
Maybe not.
Unless it's funny.
If I say anything embarrassing, please don't put it in.
Yeah.
Well, you can. If there's anything you hate, then you can say.
Oh,
You
okay.
can be like, no, please take this out. Or if you need us to bleep anything, we'll bleep stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can
Oh.
swear.
You can swear, you can say names, you can say whatever the freak you want. Just please make it a note to tell me that you don't want that in there. Otherwise,
But if you do want the swear word in there, we'll also leave it in there.
Okay, it'd be funny to see me swear.
You
You
do
ever
swear.
heard me swear?
Yeah. I've heard you swear all the time. Why do you think I not hear you do these things? I gotta figure out what's comfy for me here.
I
Your
know,
legs.
my jacket is a little.
Yeah, I
like your
can't.
jacket. I want one.
It is a nice jacket. It really keeps
It
me
is.
wrangling.
Can't
should've
believe you
worn my
didn't dress
Wranglers.
up.
I know. I'm really bad.
I did it. I said, wear your cowboy stuff. I guarantee she'll be wearing
Yeah,
hers.
you should have told me to do. Well,
Well, I wanted it to be a test so I could prove my point.
I was
and then you
going
showed up,
to.
and you did it.
I was going to, but then I'm going to this like Galentine's party tonight with these one friends that I love to death, but they're all like really cute, like city girls, and I feel really
City
uncomfortable.
girls?
I feel really uncomfortable when I'm not wearing. They're all like married and cute
Are you a
and have
city girl or
husbands.
are you a
Wait,
cowgirl?
maybe we
I'm
wait
not a
to
cow-
talk.
I'm not a
This
full
is on
cowgirl.
here.
Can you drop
Wait,
one?
I put it on here, didn't
Give
I?
us the drop zone, Landon, go.
What's the drops?
That's the name of our...
Well, yes, but what do you mean? Like what?
I have to
The
say,
intro.
hey, welcome.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Yeah,
like
okay,
drop
okay,
zone's
let's
like a
go,
phrase,
let's go.
like do the
We're
drop
going?
zone.
Yeah, just to give us.
Are you ready, Tausha?
I am so ready.
Is this all in a good order?
I think
Yeah.
so. I think it makes sense.
Hang on, can I take 2 seconds?
Where do I look?
To look
Is
up
the
your
camera
delay?
over there?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, you got this ready.
I do have it ready.
You're
We'll
in
go-
charge of the mouse.
Okay.
I have to start it? I always get so nervous.
Yeah, where do I look? Just at you.
Yeah, we'll just
For the
talk
most
normal.
part-
Just pretend the camera's not there unless you're
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Unless you're like talking to them and saying,
Say,
to the viewers
hi,
out
I'm
there,
Tausha.
red dye needs to be banned.
To the
Sign
viewers
this
out
petition.
there, drink raw milk.
Raw milk.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll
talk
talk
about
about
it. We'll talk.
We'll talk about that. We'll get talking about
I don't know. I said,
Where do you want your
Sick
legs,
crisscross
Landon?
applesauce, I dare you.
I don't think I can.
Put a leg above your head. I'll say crisscross applesauce.
I will not.
Actually, these jeans are a little too tight on my thighs, so it's really kind of hard.
Oh, I'm hearing pops.
Oh, my ankle.
Does this see my legs?
Yes,
Probably can't.
it does.
Lots of legs.
Well, then why
I
did you
think
say crisscross apple? You're not doing it, are you?
Yeah, if we're all sitting.
I might have to change it sometime because my hip's about to get dislocated.
Okay, well let's all do it for the intro.
Oh, this poor table. Buddy, sit crisscross applesauce.
Okay.
You're showing me things.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Ready?
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the Drop Zone. Today we have a special guest. This is Tausha.
Hi.
Okay. So, let's get a little introduction from you. How old are you?
I am 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. And what special is coming up in your life?
I am getting married next month.
Next month?
Wow.
Next month.
Holy
end of next
smokes.
End of March?
Yep, March 23rd.
I didn't realize it was so soon.
47 days.
But who's counting?
Not me.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. I believe that. And we're a little bit bummed because your fiance was supposed to be here,
Yeah.
but he had car problems.
Yep.
So all we have is you,
Just me.
which is still amazing.
Which
Thanks
is
for
so
being
good.
here.
Thank you for the reassurance.
Okay. So let's start from the beginning.
Dive right in. Sounds good.
Okay. How did you two meet?
We met country dancing
Oh.
August 3rd. He waited all night to ask me. He thought I
To
had left.
dance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the only girl he's ever asked to dance.
Oh.
Because the
The
other
first
times
and
he's
the
gone.
last.
That's what they always
Exactly.
say. Oh.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yes,
You're
me.
special. It's only you.
Yeah, it's only
Oh, no,
me.
I believe it. Okay,
Yeah,
only
actually.
you. Okay.
Yes.
Anyways, sorry. Continue. So he asked you to dance.
Uh-huh. Okay, yes. So he asked me to dance. He waited all night long. He kept on seeing me, but I was always out on the dance floor being asked by other guys.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so at one point he thought I left, and I actually almost did leave because Maddie and Carly, my best friends, were there, and they weren't having a fun time because like they weren't out dancing a lot.
Oh,
So-
the guys weren't coming for them.
Well,
just
they
you.
were getting asked, but just like not.
Way
as
to call them
much.
out. Okay,
No,
okay,
it's
okay.
Whatever. And so they actually called Luke to come
Okay.
pick them up. Just kind of random.
So,
So
did
they-
they actually leave?
Yeah, they actually left,
Oh.
and I was this close
They
to
left,
leaving.
You didn't.
Yeah, because I drove my car with all of them, and then they just left, and I was like, oh.
Freak.
So I almost left, but I decided to keep staying because I had some friends still there. And then, right at the end, right before I left, I was still out on the dance floor, and I was just kind of like waiting for somebody to ask me. And all of a sudden, I see this guy. He's
This dude.
tall and like wearing a green shirt, and he just like comes striding towards me like he had a mission. And it was him. And I have this
It was
classic
him. What's his name?
Crew. Sorry.
Yeah, we
Crew?
should have said that. Crew.
Yeah, his name's Crew.
Yeah.
Crew Lebe.
Mm.
And he comes striding towards me like he had a mission. And I am really good at flirting while dancing.
Okay.
So I do like a classic, like I teach them a move and I like look up at them and like, you know, bat my eyes. It works really
But
well.
only with Crew you do that, right?
Yeah.
Now it's only with
Okay. Okay.
only with Crew now.
Yeah,
but-
because you didn't know him before. Free game.
Exactly.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. And so we dance and stuff. I taught him some things. And at the end he says, "You're really pretty. Can I get your number?"
Ooh.
Wow.
And I went from there.
Dang.
Uh-huh.
So this was in August.
Yes, the beginning of August. Right before I left for college.
Okay. So
Did you just graduate then?
Yes, I graduated last
Yeah.
May. So May 2022.
did we already ask how old you were?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just
Okay.
wanted to make.
19, getting married.
Yeah, I turned 19 just like 2 months ago. December.
Wow.
So,
Hey, congrats with that though.
That
thank
is
you.
exciting.
It is exciting.
Did I wish you a happy birthday?
I don't think you did.
Happy birthday a few months ago.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
sorry about that
Was-
one.
Wait, is today the 3rd or the 4th?
Third.
Fourth?
Fourth.
It's the 4th. My birthday was exactly 2 months ago.
Oh,
That's what I
glad-
said. You're welcome.
2 months
Thank you.
birthday.
19 months and 19 months. 19 years and 2 months old.
There you go.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Because maybe we should get into that later. Let's learn a little bit more about you and Crew before
Okay.
we do that.
Uh-huh.
But go ahead and tell me about some dates or a special date, or just give me a little background on the
Okay.
relationship, the
Um,
timeline.
Yes. So I'll give you a little timeline of how long it took us to start, from like when we met to start dating.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we met on a Wednesday. It was like August 3rd, I want to say, somewhere around there. It was the first Wednesday
Sure.
that month. And I had actually just broken up with my previous boyfriend like 2 weeks before. And so in
Wow.
between those 2 weeks, I was a dating machine. Like, it was crazy. It was the
Really?
best. I went on like 5 dates. Like 5 dates each week. So it was like 10.
That's a date a week.
10
A date a day.
Yeah, I literally went on a date every single day. Like, I would do lunch or like an evening activity. It was
Different
the best.
dudes.
Different dudes.
And then-
Mutual. Shout out Mutual. It was awesome. I loved it. It was also
That's
kind of the
mutual.
worst because I didn't really like any of the guys. So it was kind of like, ugh. But it was a lot of fun. It was awesome. So we met that Wednesday night dancing. And then 2 days later, he texted me and asked me if I wanted to go to the Morgan County Rodeo. And
Okay.
of course, I wanted to go to the rodeo. I love rodeos.
Of course.
So,
I mean, look at you. You're dressed the part for liking rodeos.
definitely! You know, I should have worn my boots. But, I wanted Maddie and Carly, my besties, to go with me. But we got in, like, one of those silly, like, girl drama fights of, like, I don't want to go.
Okay.
But finally, we put our big girl pants on, and we went. And it was so much fun. We went to the rodeo. It got over
And
by,
this
like...
was with crew, though?
This was with Crew and his
So-
friend, Hagen. Yes.
Yeah.
So
like,
two
It was
boys, 3 girls?
Yeah. It was more like a
Hangout than a date?
hangout than a date.
Okay.
It wasn't a date. It was just a let's see each other kind of
Okay.
thing,
That-
right?
That makes...
Yeah.
Okay.
So rodeo got over at like 10 o'clock. The night was still young. So
10 o'clock?
yeah,
Oh.
I know. Now my
Wow.
bedtime's like 8:30,
Yeah.
but in the
Yeah, I've
summertime,
heard of that.
night was young. So we hop in Crew's car. So we've known this guy. I've
Is that
known
the
this
car
guy.
that's now broken?
Yes.
Oh.
It's not broken.
What?
broken.
Can you say what car it is?
It's a Subaru Impreza hatchback.
Okay.
So it's a cute little. It's a stick.
Manual.
It's
Mm.
really fun. I've killed it many times.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Good stories. But we all hopped in this guy that we've only known for a day. Or like 2 days.
That's always a good tip.
Yeah, we
girls
hopped
out
in
there.
his car, and we got the aux, so we played a lot of fun songs, and they took us up to East Canyon. It was kind of sketchy. Like, we low-key thought they were gonna murder us.
Uh-huh.
Little did we know that he carries, so he did have like 2 guns in there.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we didn't know that at the time, or else we would.
How old is he?
He just turned 21 last month, so he was
Yeah.
20 at the time. So he's like 2 years older than me. We went up East Canyon. And we went dancing for a while. Like, we just swung dance and line danced on the side
Just
of the
out
road.
on the...
And yeah, there's like a little pull out right
Yeah.
by the dam and everything. So it was
Okay.
adorable. It was so
That
fun.
is very cute.
Yeah.
Is he from up that area then?
Yeah, he's from Morgan. So all
Makes
my
sense.
family's from Morgan. So I actually had to make sure we weren't related like,
Oh,
before we started doing things.
I've been through
Oh,
that. Rodeo.
God.
I know. You went to prom with your cousin.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
We
thanks.
haven't brought that one up yet.
Well, now I'll have to, because this just looks bad.
Oh, it's like we're in Alabama. Anyways,
Excuse me.
okay, so Friday, we went on that hangout thing, and then he took us back to the car we drove, which was back at the fairgrounds, and then he, like, did the kind of awkward hug goodbye, because we, like, still didn't really know each other. He's like, I want to see you again, and I was
And
like,
it was with all your friends
yeah,
watching.
they were all in the
So,
car, yeah, it
can
was
I
just weird.
ask
Yeah,
a question?
go ahead.
All right, so you're swing dancing. Is it just
Yes.
you and him swing dancing, and everyone's like watching, or
No,
what's
we
the
were,
dynamic here?
so
Yeah.
So it was Crew and Hagen, then me, Maddie, Carly. Me and Crew would swing dance a little bit, and then Hagen would, like, ask Carly mostly, but also Maddie. So we were all kind
So
of
mostly
dancing.
Maddie's alone. And sad.
But we didn't swing dance that much. We also line danced.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yeah, it wasn't bad at all. It was
Okay.
It was really fun.
What's the difference?
And
What do
line
you-
dancing
I
is
don't-
boot, scoot, and boogie, and swing dancing is like partner dancing.
Hmm.
Line dancing is just you, like, doing the claps and the kicks and stuff.
Like the chicken dance or the... Hang on. The cha-cha slide! The
Yeah,
cha-cha
cha-cha
slide!
slide.
Yeah,
Is that a
don't
line
be-
dance?
The
Yeah,
chicken dance.
The chicken dance.
Okay, I didn't mean the chicken dance. I'm just thinking cowboys, farms, chickens.
Okay.
It works.
okay.
It's true. Okay. So after that Friday night, we didn't hang out. Sad. I don't think we hung out Saturday or Sunday. But the entirety of the next week, we hung out constantly. And Friday, we went to bullfights because it was the Weaver County Fair the next week. So we went to bullfighting. You guys know what that is?
2 bulls.
No.
A guy in a bull?
It's a guy in a bull, and he, like, yeah,
I
it's
don't
fun.
really know.
You look it up.
Well, who
Sure.
wins, the bull or the guy? Or does it depend?
It depends.
Is it like a
It's like bull
last one
riding.
standing?
It's like bull riding. Bullfights, bull riding. It's, like, kind of similar, just, like, slightly different.
Well, what's different?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll research it later.
Let me tell.
Anyways,
my
I'm so
story.
sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, the whole next week we hung out. Friday we went to bullfights. Oh, this is probably like the best day of my entire life. This
Wow.
was so fun. Okay, we went to bullfights. It was a triple date. So you need to know I did everything with Maddie and Carly. Now Maddie's on a mission, and I have a fiance, so it's like we hardly ever all hang
Yeah,
out. But
now Carly's in the background.
that's a story for another day.
Oh, no!
Okay.
No.
So Porter, which is my cousin, we haven't met him before. You guys, like, we just met him. No doubt.
Did you
Just
not know
met
he was
I
his
didn't
cousin?
know he was my cousin, but he's from
this
Oregon, and then
so
I was
this
like,
is why you
hey.
do.
yeah.
You
So,
got-
Porter
I see.
and Maddie, we're on a date. Hagen and Carly, on a
Okay.
date. Me and Crew, on a date. Hagen has this yellow shirt. It's his happy shirt. He was wearing his yellow shirt, so it was really cute.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so fun. We went to Smith & Edwards, went bullfighting, and then after the bullfights, once again, it was only like 10 o'clock. The night was young. It was probably later than 10 o'clock. They had some fun activities throughout the fair, so we went into that after bullfighting. But we were kind of driving. We're like, what should we do? And then Hagen, I think it was, let's like go to Winco and go dance in the parking lot.
Okay, so this is a trend of dancing.
Yeah,
Okay.
cute, huh? Yeah, I'll have to
Okay.
add on to
So,
that later. Woo. So we went to the Winco parking lot, the one just by here,
yeah.
in Clinton. So we went there, and lo and behold, somebody had a speaker, like a big old speaker in their car. So we hooked it up, and then we were dancing. It was literally the most fun of my entire life, the swing dancing. It was amazing. He makes these like summer vlogs. That's what he did all last summer. And there's a video of that night. You guys should watch it. It's actually like the cutest thing in the entire world.
Well, where can we find it?
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Do you want to shout out the channel?
Look up Hagen Oliver and find August 13th, I think.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, he like titles it by the days, I think. Something like that.
That's precision. That's
Yeah,
good.
he's
Yeah.
awesome. I love Hagen so much. He's adorable. But yeah, best night of my life. I have a Snapchat from that night, and it's me like saying like I fell in love tonight. It was like 1:30 in the morning. We all went to Maverick after and I got sodas. Yeah.
And you're
That
saying you.
was- I was doing the math on that too. We're talking about a 10-day period.
Yeah. But there's more to the story. It
Okay.
gets juicy. Okay, so that night we went dancing. The next day, Crew and I. Wait, can I like pause on this really quick? I'm really
Sure.
bad at telling stories. So previously in my mutual profile, your bio, whatever,
Uh-huh.
when
I
it
know what
says
you're
like
talking about.
one of the about me things, I said I have 2 tickets to. Oh my gosh, what's it called? A demolition derby. I had 2 demolition derby tickets. I said impress me, and one of them is yours. You know?
I like it.
And then I was like, none of the guys on mutual impressed me.
Oh,
So I told Crew, I said, Crew, I have a demolition derby ticket. You want to go with me? And he said, yes. So we went, we got matching sweatshirts, and then after, and up to this point, I missed our first date story. Shoot,
no.
I'll go back to it in a second.
okay.
But up to this point, I had never kissed him yet.
Oh.
But
yeah,
if we-
I mean, we're 3 days in and you haven't yet.
Shut up. At this point, we've hung out at least like 8 times.
Okay,
Like we
okay.
like saw each other all the time.
Oh,
Like his work lunches, he'd get off to go see me.
So that something you did with like every boy you dated? Like you dated
No.
that much? It was just with this guy.
Yeah, only this guy that I kept on wanting to see. Besides, of course, like previous like boyfriends and stuff like that.
But like previous boyfriends, you didn't do that with? You didn't see every day the
I
first
would-
week?
the first week, actually, there was some boys that I would like. We would literally only hang out like once a week, but we used to like. I don't know. It was weird. But with Crew, it was like we saw each other like every day as much as we could, unless like we literally couldn't for some reason. So that Saturday, after the demolition derby, we get to his car, and he said, he can't watch this, he hates this part of the story. He said, he was like, I don't really want to, like, see anybody else right now. And to me,
really?
I took that as, he wants to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And I was like, I've known this man for 10, 11 days, something like that. And I said yes, because you can't say no. He has to take me home, and we had to leave after he's still. So I was like, I said, so do you want to be boyfriend and girlfriend? And he was like, sure. But he kind of, like, was confused. Like, both of us weren't really, like, understanding.
So you
something.
accidentally became...
I actually became his girlfriend, and then I kissed him after. I can't say this part out loud. You have to bleep this. Okay, bleep this part.
Okay, bleep.
Bleep. We kissed after?
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
How many people have you kissed?
5. And all of them, except one, have been people I, like, consistently kissed. Like, many times,
Many times.
Many times!
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah.
okay, so get back to the unbleeping. So, we went to his house after to hang out with his brother and sister-in-law. Technically not sister-in-law, but they're getting married, so.
Okay.
And then Hagen and Carly, too. And we set up, like, a projector and a sheet for, like, an outdoor movie night, because it was summer, it was warm. And I got there, and Crew was like, guys, I have a girlfriend. And I looked at Carly, and I did the look like the... And she knew. She was like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know. The next day, Sunday, I sent him this big old paragraph. Like, I was like, I really, really like you, but I just don't know if I know you well enough yet to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And, like, I'm so glad for everything. And I plan on ghosting him. I never wanted to talk to this kid again.
Oh, no.
He kept on trying to call me. He invited me to his family dinner. I was like, ah! I was
This was within, like,
freaking,
2 weeks?
Within 2 weeks. Like, a week and a half. Yeah, like, a week and a half. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going way too fast. I just broke up with somebody. I'm going to college. I was like, this is not okay. I was like, no way is this happening. But then finally, he, like, somehow got a hold of me, and we, like, talked. And I was like,
What do you mean he finally got a hold of you?
because I kept on, like, saying no to his calls. Or I just, like did not look at
And
my
then
phone all
finally
day.
you answered, or what?
I can't remember if I answered or if he finally texted me, and I decided to start texting back. I can't remember.
Okay.
But I finally, somehow we started talking.
Right.
And then he was like, girl, like, chill. He's like, we don't have to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And I was like, you're not going to be pissed at me? Because I was like, you're not going to be mad? And he was, like, actually trying to, like, talk to me and, like, communicate with how I was feeling. Because I don't like to do that. So I was like,
Okay.
what? And then he left to St. George for the next 2 days for a work thing he had to do. So I was like, we couldn't see each other. And so it was, like, kind of awkward. But then, I don't know, somehow it worked out. I can't really remember the details. He remembers it better than me. And we kept on hanging out, like, constantly. And when I left to college, I went to Utah State for a semester before coming home and transferring to Weber. We practically acted like boyfriend and girlfriend for the next, like, 2 or 3 weeks. Like, I went to his brother and sister's wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really fun. There's pictures
So
of
this
me.
is 1 month in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was, like, so into the wedding. I love weddings. And so I was, like, climbing trees to hang up decorations. I was going hard. I was holding my now future sister-in-law's dress, like, helping her get places. And this is all the first time they ever met me. So they were all like, what?
This girl.
Yeah. And then it was August 28th. Oh. Rewind.
Oh boy. Okay.
Rewind. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. So, I wish I knew. Can I pull out my phone and look at the
Please,
calendar?
yes.
Sure.
If I can get my phone out of my pocket.
I've got a calendar here, too.
Oh, well, we
Use
should do
yours.
that.
Pull her out.
Okay, let me look at my calendar, please. August. Okay, August. So, no, that's... What? So, met this day.
Okay,
Okay.
the 3rd.
Yes. That's the day he tried to ask me to be his girlfriend, and I freaked, you know? And then I think we went to... Is this the right year? Wait, what's our anniversary?
Oh,
It's the 30th,
no.
not the 28th. Sorry, folks. Okay. The 20th or the 27th, I went to his brother and sister's wedding. I can't remember what weekend it was, but it was one of those weekends.
Oh my goodness, okay.
And I want to say, this is the weekend he told me he loved me. No, it wasn't the weekend after. I can't remember.
For the
basically-
viewers,
That's all right.
but for the viewers, we're still in August.
We're in August.
Okay.
We were in my dorm room, not my dorm, my apartment room, and we were just like chilling. I think we were gonna take a nap or something because we were exhausted. And he told me he loved me, and I'm not like I don't like. It's not I don't like, but I'm not a words girl. Like,
A communicator.
True.
Okay.
But I'm not like, that's not how I like to express love, is like words. But
Okay.
he's really like that. So he told me he loved me. I was like, I love you too. I was like, ah! And then the week after, we went to his brother and sister's wedding. And like the day after, we were like, we think we're going to get married. And also, I had gone through the temple. I went through the temple this week.
Yeah, I remember.
Still in
seeing,
August.
I remember seeing this, and you were with him.
Yes. So I told him I was going through the temple, and he was like, "Why are you going through the temple?" I was like, "Are you going on a mission?" He was like, "Maybe like sometime next summer." So he was like, and then he's like, "Can I come to the endowment?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I kind of thought he was like kind of joking. Like I didn't think he'd actually want to come. But then he was like, "No, actually, can I come?" I was like, "Sure." So we sat next to each other in the celestial room. And that's when we knew. We were like, I like looked at him and he looked at me and we're like, what? It's like, I've known this guy for less than a month. So it was just kind of crazy. And then the 30th, it was really cute. We went to the temple together to do, I think we
Please
did.
don't tell me ceilings.
No, we didn't do ceilings.
Oh, God.
We went to do baptisms for the dead. And then I had written out this cute little note. Y'all know the George Strait song, the "Do you love me?"
No.
It's check yes or no. It says, "Do you love
I know, it
me?
looks like I know
Do
who
you
that is.
want to
I
be
don't.
my friend?" And if you do...
It sounds familiar.
Okay, so it's a really cute song. So I wrote a note, and it says, "Do you love me? Do you want to be my parentheses boyfriend?" And then I did a big square that said yes, and a little teeny tiny one that said no with a frowny face. And then I gave it to him, and throughout the night I had played the song at least like 9-10 times.
Wow.
And so he got the note. He was like, "Yay!" And he checked yes, and we were official. And the next day, he was telling his coworkers about how I asked him to be my boyfriend. And then his coworker was like, "Oh, so you must love that song now." And Crew goes, "What
Yeah.
song?" And when he told me that, I was pissed. I was like, "I played that song a million times." He's like, "I wasn't paying attention." He was literally singing along to the song.
Hey, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna rewind a lot. And
Okay.
Our first date.
Okay, go for it.
First
Yay.
date. It was a Tuesday. It was supposed to be a group date, but it ended up only just being us because Maddie like backed out or something.
Ah,
Ugh,
Thank you,
Maddie.
Maddie.
Love her so much, Sister Zimmerman. We went bowling at Bat Cats down in Ogden, and then we went to IHOP. Oh, or was it IHOP then Fat Cats? It was IHOP then Fat Cats. You know. And then we went stargazing. We wanted to go up to Snow Basin to go stargazing, but then we couldn't. It was like closed for some reason. So we just went to a park by his house, and he kissed me on the cheek, and I thought he was gonna try to like make out with me. And if he would have done that, it would have been an immediate no. I would say
Okay.
wrong, but luckily he did not. So yeah, our first date was super fun. It was adorable. Yeah, that was our first date.
well, that's very cute.
Okay, so now
So
that was
good.
a really
Stargazing.
long-winded how you met story.
Cool.
That was great.
Yeah.
It gave us a lot of background on
Yes.
this month
Adorable.
of August.
I know, August was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It was like all of a sudden I met a boy. I was moving. I went through the temple. It was like the weirdest month of my entire life.
Yeah, but you just moved to Utah.
Yeah, Utah State. Logan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I went there too.
Yeah.
We're big advocates for
Gwaggies.
not Aggies.
No.
For
Do you-
anti-Aggies.
Yeah,
but
do you know the title of our podcast?
The drop zone?
Yeah, do you know why it's called the Drop
Did
Zone?
you both drop out?
Oh yeah.
Where did you drop out from?
I just went to an online school.
Okay.
For
I
With
with
want to
BYU.
drop out,
Yeah.
but I
You should.
No.
Life is so much better.
I cannot.
And now you have crew
I know.
to figure things
Yeah,
out.
be
And
your
you
sugar
just
daddy.
He basically is.
with his broken down car.
Little
It's not that broken down. It's
Yeah.
just his oil is like 3,000 pass, and it just like was
Oh,
not
no.
going well. So he's changing it himself and
Okay.
everything.
Huh.
So
Cool. Well, what a man.
So I've got a
He's a
question
cute
for
guy.
you.
Yeah.
Are you a city girl or a cowgirl?
I would say I'm neither.
Ooh.
I don't like to say neither.
How could you
You're
be
both?
neither? That's basically both.
I think I'm both.
Where'd you? What town did you grow up in? I will bleep this out, but just
Okay,
for my
so I
reference.
grew up.
How do you consider yourself a cowgirl?
So
then?
I don't really consider myself a full cowgirl, but my entire family is from Oregon. Like my dad grew up on a farm,
Okay.
and so did
So
my
did mine.
mom. And so like my grandpa, he has horses, Brandy and Scout, and I love them so much. So I go up and exercise them.
How often?
Like right now in the wintertime, not that much, but during the spring and summertime, I would go up every week, 2 or 3 times a week, to go and
Okay.
exercise them. So I'm familiar around that and everything. That's
You do much farming?
not. We do hay. We
It's
bale
just
hay and stuff.
horsing
We
that
used
you
to do
mostly do?
potatoes, but we
What
don't
do you call
potatoes.
horsing?
Horsing?
Because like there's ranching,
Uh-huh.
but like you're not farming. You're just dealing with horses.
I don't think there's a.
There's not
I don't
really
know
a
about that
verb
one.
for that. You just go
Hmm.
work with the horses.
Okay.
But basically, you like the lifestyle.
Yeah, I like the
And
lifestyle, and that's
You
like
like
what I
going
grew
to
up around.
rodeos and
Mm-hmm.
the country music, and
Oh yeah, I love country.
As
I love
I-
George.
as we heard.
I love George. I went to his concert for my birthday. I went to
Oh.
Vegas for a cowboy Christmas. Best time of my life. I
Incredible.
sobbed when George came out. I love that man. George Strait.
Wow.
Such a
Shout
good
out George Strait.
man. Shout out George. I'm sending him a wedding invitation.
Oh,
Yeah.
I look forward
Cool.
to seeing him there at the wedding.
He better be there. My little brother thought he was a member of the church, and I was like, he owns his own tequila company. And Devin was like, what? Devin's
Dang.
16. No, 16 next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fool.
He's so cute. I love him
I
so
see you
much.
post about him a lot.
Yeah, I love him. He's just adorable.
Oh, that.
Okay.
Okay, what's next?
Sorry. You got a good proposal story?
I do. So it was really, really cute. We had our ring custom made. So we ordered it at the beginning of December. And normally the company that did ours only takes like 2 or 3 weeks. But because of the holiday rush, it took like 5 weeks. So I was starting to get impatient because normally like you buy a ring and you have it immediately and can propose like anytime. So I was just getting really impatient. I was like, come on, dude. And so I wanted to look cute for the proposal. And
Right.
on a day-to-day basis, I don't look cute. I hate getting ready. Like, it's my least favorite thing to do. And normally when we hang out, it's after he's done with work, so it's late at night, and he is probably in pajamas and stuff, because he installs windows, and he's outside all day, and he's just, like, exhausted by the time he gets home. And so he gave me a week. He's like, okay, I'm giving you a week. You have to dress up every day for a week. And I was like, fine. Like, I was pissed. I was like, I do not want to. And on the
So he told you, he's like, I will be proposing within this week.
yeah, because there was like 2 or 3 weeks that I thought he was going to propose when we were supposed to have the ring, but it got
Were
delayed.
you dressing up?
I was
for
dressing
everyone
up
else
like every
days? Ooh.
yeah. So it was probably a week and a half to 2 weeks. I had been dressing up every day. He's like, I'm giving you 1 more week. You only have to be dressing up for 1 more week. And I was like, fine. I was like, I can do it. Because like I was even doing my hair. Like I hate curling my hair. I did it just for you guys.
Aw, you look great. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
And thanks for
Drop zoners.
So he gave me a week, and every single day that week, I was so freaking suspicious because there were so many times he could have done it, and he
Yeah.
was also dressing up, just like wearing jeans instead of sweatpants.
Oh, okay.
So you know, I
Wow.
kind of get suspicious. You know, what a man. So finally, he tells me we love his brother and sister-in-law. Their names are Brady and Lexi. We like adore them. They are so fun. We just had another little baby, so they have 2 kids. And we like love hanging out with them and stuff. And they just got a new house. So we were gonna go and hang out with them and watch Maverick.
Okay.
We were gonna have a movie night because we were supposed to at one point. It didn't happen. So I was like, okay, let's do it now. And I wasn't like really that suspicious of it, but I was also suspicious of it.
Right.
You know.
You
And
it's
that
coming
night I
from-
almost wore pajamas. I was this close
Ooh.
to wearing pajamas. I'm so glad I did not. Like I literally was pissed. I was like, I am wearing pajamas. And he was like, Tausha, you only have like 4 more days. I was like, I want pajamas. Like I was getting mad. So. Whatever. And we went normally, so that they also live in Morgan. Normally you go off this exit. And you return right. But instead, we went off the exit and went straight. And it was towards the fairgrounds.
Oh,
Our first
boy.
hangout was, and I, was hyperventilating. I was like, oh no, it's happening. And I got my phone and I was just staring at it. I was like, I don't want to talk about this. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I don't want this to happen. But then we drove past the fairground. I was like, it's not
Oh,
happening.
no.
Yeah.
Did that make you mad?
Well, I was confused. I was like, because my heart was pounding so fast. I was like, oh, it's not happening. I was like, what the junk? So then we pulled up to their house, and normally we knock, and they're there to greet us and give us hugs and say hi guys and all that. And instead he's like, oh, we're just gonna walk in. And I was like, okay, that's not that weird. But nobody was in there. It's like, they're not gonna say hi to us.
Okay.
I was so sad. And then he was like, oh, they're probably just downstairs. Let's just walk downstairs. We walked downstairs, nobody. But there's a table. They have a kitchenette. There's a table with candles on. And then the windowsills have candles. And then I looked at Crew and I was like, this isn't happening. He's like, this is fake. And he was like, come on. No, what did he say? He said, what's this? In the most unconvincing tone, oh, what's this? Oh, BS, Crew. And so we go out into their backyard. They have a back door right there. And he had dug a path in the snow, and it was lined with paper lanterns. And there were these 2 trees and a fire pit. And between the 2 trees, there's lights strung up. And right behind the fire pit, there's paper lanterns.
So this was December time?
This was January 9th?
Okay.
January 10th.
Okay.
So just last month.
Ah.
Yeah. And the paper lantern said, will you marry me? And it was really funny. I kept on hugging him. I wouldn't let him go to get down on one knee. I was just like, no. I was so excited, but also scared because I knew I would cry when you get down on a knee. And I was like, I just really don't want to cry right now. And so I kept on hugging him. He literally had to push me away. He had to shove me off him so he could get down on one knee. And it was so cute. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then afterwards, we stood up, and he's like, also, Kayla, my sister-in-law, now, she was there taking pictures, and we thought she was in the shed, so we kept on looking over at the shed, and then she was actually up on the deck, and she was like, hi guys, I'm over here, and so we recreated the proposal so we could get better shots,
right.
So, yeah, it was so fun, and then we go back inside to that kitchenette, and I love pancakes. Pancakes are my favorite food. So Lexi, my other sister-in-law, she made pancake kebabs.
Oh.
So these little mini pancakes
Wow.
on dowels with strawberries, and there's bacon and some weird juice. We don't know if it was peach juice or apricot juice.
No.
But it was an
Juice.
interesting juice. It was good, but it was just weird. But yeah, it was so fun. And then he brought pajamas for me to change into. So what a
nice
man.
guy.
Love him so much. So yeah. that's
Crew,
our
you're doing
proposal.
good.
Yeah.
Little Crew.
Good old Crew. Love him so much.
Oh, cool. So in total, that makes 9 months.
August to January.
6.
7? August, September, October, November, December.
Yesterday
January.
would have been 6.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, because it's not an entire month of February. Yeah, so 6 months.
6 months from knowing this guy to now you're gonna get
Yeah,
married.
isn't it crazy? I swore I wouldn't be one of those girls. I wanted to date the person. I had a rule. I had to see them for 4. I had to know them for 4 seasons.
Good.
A road trip, and when they get sick or have something bad happen, I have to see all those 4 sides. So technically, we saw each other summer, winter.
Well, fall too.
Oh yeah, I forgot fall. I'm forgetting one. Summer, fall, winter.
Spring.
Almost
So
spring.
it's not really spring, but kind of. So I still
Because
kind
you
of got
guys,
it.
you're getting married in March.
End of March. So
That's
It'll
not,
be
Utah
a little
weather.
springy.
that's not spring.
we don't really know if it's.
But
The groundhog did come out and he saw a shadow.
He says isn't that 6
That's
more?
more winter.
That's 6
More
more
winter.
weeks. So you might not reach your goal before the marriage.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
But
So-
that's okay.
Which I think we should talk about that
Okay.
Yeah.
and go into. So how do you feel about getting married so young?
I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted because my original plan. So, remember how I mentioned that I broke up with someone?
2 weeks
So-
before, yes.
Yeah, I had this. I was competing in a Miss America organization, which
Wow.
had a smaller title for where we live.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking
I
about.
get what you're saying.
Okay, so I was competing for this, and I competed in it the year previously, and I got first attendant. And I did a lot better than I thought I would, so I was like, oh my gosh, the next year I'm going to be Miss.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I had a whole plan. Like, yeah, I was hype, and I performed and did everything really, really well. But there was just this one other contestant that everybody knew it was going to be me or her.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Who was it?
Bleep this.
Yeah, I can bleep that. Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Do you
okay,
know-
no, I don't.
She
I'm
went
just
to
curious.
Ben? Did she go to Ben Lomond or Bonneville? So she's not even.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of politics with this.
Politics.
Once again, I should have won, but I'm really glad I did it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I thought I was gonna win. Everybody thought I was gonna win. There's like a big gasp when I didn't, which is okay. But now I'm glad I didn't win because
Because
I
you
had
would have
been-
pursued that.
yeah, I kind
more.
of been. This is probably should also be bleeped. I don't know who all is gonna watch this, but who I was dating,
Okay.
and he's a year younger than me. So right now he's a senior in high school, and like I liked him a lot, but I was just kind of like I had someone say something to me like I never want to feel like the person I'm dating, I'm dragging them behind me. That's how I felt with him.
Oh,
I know. Just like we just weren't at the same level in life, and so when I lost this
That-
competition, I thought I was gonna broke up with him. I was just like no. So I just like all of a sudden like my entire life changed really
Right.
quickly, and I still because before this I thought I was gonna win Miss and go to Utah State for like a year and then go on a mission and then come home and marry that guy. That's what my
Okay.
plan was. Like
Wow.
come home. I would have had to wait like 6 months a year depending on when he left because I was a year older than him.
Right.
And I thought we were gonna get married and that was gonna be my life. And then all of a sudden life changed like crazy.
Yeah,
So,
it did.
because I still, before I met Crew, and even when I first met Crew, I kind of thought I was still going to go on a mission. Like, I thought my mission papers would be in by now, and all this stuff. So, getting married instead is quite the adjustment, especially when all my friends are leaving on missions. We're going to have 15 people from
Wow.
like, our high school friend group gone on missions and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy
So,
how life changes.
it's insane.
It'll get you.
Okay, well, I mean, that's exciting. You're
That
getting...
didn't really answer my question.
Yeah, can you I know, I didn't really get to the point.
Why
Can
are
say
you
again?
getting married?
Why
so
am I
young?
getting married so young?
Is it just feels right, so why not enjoy it
It
and
seems
spend
as,
the most time with this person as you can? Is
Okay,
that what
yeah.
it is?
What were you gonna say, Lan?
it seems as it's gone very smooth mostly.
Yes.
I mean, you were boyfriend girlfriend on accident within a week.
I know that whole situation was really funny.
So, yeah, sorry.
So when he first met me, he actually background. I know you know this, but you also don't know me very well.
Yeah.
Neither do the viewers. But we're both like extremely like religious. We're members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and we're really like strong in that. It's a really strong foundation, and we both have really strong testimonies of it. And so when he first met me, he actually had a thought pop into his head of that's my future wife. And of course he was like, BS, I just saw this girl,
Sure.
you know? And so we kind of both knew immediately that we'd get married just because with where we live, it's kind of the culture. Either you graduate high school. If you're a girl, you're going to graduate. You're either going to go on a mission or get married. Like, that seems to be, like, really the
Yeah.
choices, honestly.
Pretty static.
Let's
there.
be real. That's really common and just kind of what happens in Utah, I feel like.
Okay,
I did not want to be one of those girls, but
but you are.
here I
Here
am. I'm
we
really
are.
happy I am now. It's kind of crazy, but I have a lot of, like, kind of views on, like, I'm really glad I'm getting married young because I want to, like, being a mother is really important to me and being a homemaker and those kind of, like, traditional women's values are something that I really care about and something I believe in.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm glad I'm getting married yet because that's what I want and that's what I feel like
Right,
that's like my role. I feel like that's always kind of been the person I am, and I wonder, coming from I had a lot of the guys in the friend group say they all like knew I'd be the kind of girl to get married like as soon as I got out of high school. Would you agree with that?
yeah.
Yeah.
We talk about it a lot.
Oh, really?
Well, just about everyone. We
Mhm.
used to in high school.
Be like, okay,
And,
he's gonna get married,
Yeah.
and yeah. So
Yeah.
it kind of just, I guess, fits my personality. Is kind of who I am. But I'm one of those girls. So getting it married, I like what you said of, it feels right. And
Yeah.
It's like, why not? Like, why not? That sounds bad. Like, woo, why not? You know? But, like, there's no point in waiting if we know. So.
Yeah.
No, it seems like crew is a good fit for you as well.
He's
you're
awesome.
Going in a
He's
canyon
amazing. I love him so much.
and swing dancing.
Yeah,
on
he's
the
so
road.
cute. He's awesome. But yes, things have gone pretty smoothly. We didn't really like have any like fights for the first like month. And then we went to St. George together. And I was just having a day. It was like what's the drive to St. George? Like 6 hours? 4. So it's normally like 4. But the weekend we went, for some reason, traffic was like horrible. It took us like 6-7 hours to get there, and I was pissed. I was tired, I was hangry, and I was just so mad, and he thought I was like gonna kill him or something. So of course now we like have disagreements, but we're like really chill, and he's really good about communicating and like helping me learn to communicate.
Are you? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was
he's
gonna
really
say.
good. He's so
good at
cute. He's
communicating?
taught me a lot,
No.
which is really good. He's been a really good example of that, and he's really patient too. So helps me to learn not to be so passive aggressive.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's important.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel like you are getting better at communication?
I really do feel like
That's
I'm getting
good.
better, which I'm really glad.
That is really good.
Well, that's good. Speaking of communication,
Uh-huh.
I looked up a few things here.
Yeah, we have some
I
stats
can't
up.
see that
Yeah,
far.
no, neither can I.
Oh,
but
I can.
Wait, actually, I kind of can.
Can you read those for us? Just the top list, the
the
1,
top
2, 3,
one?
4, 5, the 1 through 10.
Wait,
On the
occupations
top, on the
or the top?
occupations, or
Yeah,
the,
the occupations.
Okay.
the occupation.
So here, I
Yeah.
wanted to do a little bit of research into this
Uh-huh.
for myself, looking into like marriage statistics.
Mm-hmm.
I won't get into anything just besides this portion of it because I don't want to be too mean.
Yeah,
Um,
that's nice.
It's not
But I
meant to be
found-
mean.
It's not meant to
yes,
be mean.
but
I just
it's facts.
what
It's rates.
what do you plan on doing as an occupation?
I'm going to school to be early childhood education, so that's pre-K through 3rd grade. So I'm hoping to work, hopefully in a school or
In
like
crew?
preschool. Crew right now. He's not doing school right now. He's just
Okay.
working.
And what does he do for work?
So
The
right,
windows.
yeah, he
The
installs
windows.
windows and does like caulk and stuff. His job is actually like amazing. He's got such a good job. So he wants to stay in that like line of work of working with his hands.
Mhm.
He's really good at being creative like that.
Well, I think we've got some pretty good news for you.
Yeah.
Yay!
So I looked up, like I said, several things. Found this one would be the most appropriate. Jobs and like careers that have the highest divorce rates,
Mhm.
and jobs and careers that have the lowest divorce rates.
Yes.
So starting on the top, Landon, 1 through 10 is going to be the lowest divorce rate.
Uh-huh.
If you want to read that for us.
All right. Coming in at number 1, we have actuaries.
What is that?
That's what my dad does. Fun
What is
fact.
that?
Stuff with figuring out insurance and
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
Like
I didn't know
life predictability.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
okay, yeah. That makes
Lots of
Yeah.
math stuff. I don't know. 2, physical scientists. 3, medical scientists and life scientists. 4, clergy. 5, software developers. 6, physical therapists. 7.
sense. Optometrist?
Wow, see, you can read
You
them too.
should be an optometrist. I can't read that. I shan't be an optometrist.
Shit.
Okay. 8, chemical engineers. 9, religious and education directors.
Me?
Ooh,
Could be you.
Could be you. 10,
That's good.
physicians and surgeons.
Oh,
Here's what you shouldn't do, though.
okay.
Give it to us.
Do you want to read these ones out?
I can.
Yeah, if you can read
Okay,
them, go
I'll
for
try.
it.
Gaming and casino managers.
Okay.
Makes sense. Bartenders.
Okay.
Flight attendants.
That's no surprise
That's-
there.
Really? Well, yeah, I never
Her
know.
cousin that's a flight attendant.
Oh no.
She's got a great marriage from what I know, though. She should be real happy.
For gaming services workers. 5, rolling
Rolling.
machine setters.
Wow, they are.
Yeah,
Oh,
those promiscuous little.
you
6,
know what they do.
switchboard operators. 7, extruding machine operators. 8, telemarketers. I hate telemarketers,
Yeah.
of course.
Bad people.
9, textile knitting operators. That's surprising. And 10, compacting machine operators.
So that's what you shouldn't do if you want to.
Good to know. I won't
Yeah.
do any of those.
Especially-
I'm not interested in any of those, so
Perfect.
it works out well. Neither
Hopefully,
is he.
Crew isn't.
Yeah, hopefully not. Watch him be a
Don't let him be.
telemarketer.
You know what to look out for. Is this the only statistics you brought?
That's the only one that I felt appropriate
really
to
applied.
provide.
Yes.
Okay. That's fair. Well, what I want to hear more about. Well, we kind of heard about your misfit stuff, but
Mhm.
also throughout high school, I know you did student government.
I did. So, high school, my freshman and sophomore year, I was a cheerleader. My junior year, I was a lacrosse captain, and then my senior year, I was an SBO, student body officer. So I kind of dabbled in everything. Student government was a ton of fun. I was actually really surprised I got in, because I've never done it before, and everybody else that was with me had been doing student gov since junior high.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it was kind of crazy. It was really, really fun. I didn't feel like it was as big of a deal as like some people made it to be. Like, you always hear parents like, "Oh, you want to get a student gov that like sets you up for a really good future." I'm like, it's high
Doesn't really
school.
matter.
It's high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
It's not that deep.
It is interesting when you come out of high school and you go, wow, none of that matters.
I was talking to my aunt the other day, and she was like, she notices the second you get out of high school, you just not this like you mature a ton, but your mindset is totally different because
Yeah.
you're so like, high school is like, not that it's crap, but it's the real world versus high school is so
Yeah.
different. It's just like the real world is so much better. I hated high school.
If
I
you
didn't
could,
hate it.
so if you could go back, you wouldn't, or would you go back to high school to change it? With what you know now, and you could start over, would you go back?
That's a good question. I really liked my junior year, even though like it was COVID and everything when you were a senior. Sophomore year was like fun, but cut it short. So
Mm-hmm.
But my senior year, I did not love my senior year. I did not.
Senior
have a
year
fun
was bad
senior
for
year.
me too.
I feel like
Senior year was my best year.
really was
Yeah.
it? I hated my senior year. Like I did not. My friend group really fell apart my senior year, so I felt like I didn't have any friends. Like I had friends, but I just like. It looked like I had. I'm kind of starting to touch on the second topic a little bit, but if it probably looked like I had a lot of friends, but in all reality, it's like I never really hung out with anybody.
Well, then let's go into this other
Okay.
topic we got up here, which is you're saying the feelings on popularity and clicks
Yeah.
in school and doesn't matter.
I feel like
Would you say you were popular? Be
personally,
honest.
I wouldn't say it. I didn't think I was popular, but if I asked other people,
No, I didn't think you were popular either.
okay, good.
No, I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Just kidding.
You did student government. You were active in the school.
Yeah,
So
so
you were
I
pretty
was active in
popular.
the school. Like that's why I like to socialize. I really like talking to people. I'm a social butterfly a little bit. So personally, I didn't feel popular, but I think even when you get older, I want to say mostly in high school and like middle school, there's two kinds of popular. There's like the people that want to be popular and like work for it, and there's those people that just kind of
Are well known.
are just kind of well known. And I felt like I was just well known because I tried to do everything. So I didn't feel like I was one of those like mean popular girls. I'm really hoping I wasn't. If I was, I'd feel so bad. I'd cry myself to sleep.
Okay, interesting. Well, do you want to go in a little more depth on your college and what
Oh my gosh.
your plans are with that? So
Yeah.
you went to Utah State.
I went to Utah State for a semester, and I really like the school. Like the actual school is awesome. Campus is beautiful. Location's amazing. But I lived in an apartment building that was mostly like older students, like seniors and stuff. So I didn't get like the freshman experience like a lot of my other friends who were living on campus had.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt that I was, at this point, Crew and I were starting to get like serious. And so I just felt like I was just a little bit more, not mature, but it was like they were all meeting boys. And like Chucky had her first kiss.
Oh,
So exciting,
wow.
but I was like, And also, the plays up there are just lame. Just saying. Because I would go dancing up there sometimes, and boys would hardly ask you to dance. And the few times they would ask me to dance, they'd ask for my number, and I have to say, sorry, I have a boyfriend. And then they looked at me like I just ruined their entire lives. And so then I think word got around, and I just never got asked to dance again.
Uh-huh.
But,
Yeah, that's no fun.
It was fun, but I also was really, really homesick. Like, I really struggled. And Crew and I, he still lived down here, and so we weren't long distance. We were only an hour away, but with work schedules and school schedules, we only saw each other on Saturdays and Sundays, which is still awesome. Like, I'm so glad I got to see him every week, but now that I'm home, we see each other every single day.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
That is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you still going to school then?
Yes, I'm going to Weber State now, and I like it so much more.
Interesting.
The classes are so much smaller at Weber State, too. Like, my biggest class is only 50, 60 people. That was my smallest class up at Utah State.
Wow.
So it's much more personal, and I like it so much more. It's so much more manageable. I'm also taking like 2 less classes.
That's
That's
nice.
really
A
nice.
lot more
I
time.
took like 16 credits last semester. It was horrible.
That's brutal.
Ooh.
Are you doing anything else besides college? Are you working? Are you?
I work at a daycare.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So I actually just switched jobs. I was working with kids who have autism and other mental and physical disabilities. I was just helping them reach milestones, which I love the job, just not the management.
Okay.
Management ruined it for me. So I just switched to this new daycare job, and kids are adorable, and it's the best thing in the entire world. I get to hang out with 3-year-olds all day. It's the best.
Wow. Well,
heaven.
do you have any funny stories with that?
Well, you've got to have some funny 3-year-olds.
I
I
do.
worked-
I was a volunteer teacher for a preschool for 3 years as well. So
Yeah, give us a good story from one of these jobs, because kids can be crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have this cute little girl. So this summer, after my senior year, I was working at a soda and cookie shop, and this little girl comes in that I used to teach in preschool. She saw me, and she like ran behind the counter where you would pay, and she like jumped on me and was just so happy to see me. And I was like, oh my gosh. So that was a really cute story. And that little girl, I can't say her name, but what's a funny name? Well, let's call her Sally.
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 She had this little boyfriend. His
Oh.
name's going to be George.
Sally and George.
Sally had this little
George.
boyfriend in her class named George. Everybody knew they were together because they would sit next to each other at lunch and say,
Wow.
that's my
Dang.
boyfriend and that's my girlfriend. Yeah. Cutest thing ever. Preschoolers have drama, and it's the most amazing thing ever because it's the stupidest drama, and it's amazing.
That is.
It's so fun.
Would you say preschooler drama or high school drama?
Which one I prefer?
Is more petty.
Which is- yeah, exactly.
High school drama. High school drama is so dumb. It's literally
Yeah.
so stupid. Oh, good times.
That's funny. Well, do you want to...
We got a little situation for you. Do you have a good imagination? When
Yes.
you say it's strong.
It's really strong.
I'm going to take you back to about 1630 AD years, okay?
80. Thank you for the specification.
You're on a pirate ship.
Okay.
Medium-sized pirate ship, there's like maybe 10 crew members on there.
Uh-huh.
And just for the sake of like social aspect of it, there's men and there's women pirates
Yeah.
on there. Okay.
Cool.
You're
Am
one,
I a pirate?
You're one of the women pirates.
Yes!
Okay. And your captain is looking through his telescope. Okay, and he says, "There lies trouble." There lies the troubles. I don't know. Okay, pirate voice. Bad.
Where is he looking?
You see it. I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
You look in his direction of the scope, right? There's an island.
Mhm.
Okay, a little bit further from that island, a boat.
Oh.
Both of those are troublesome, are they not? They are.
They are.
Okay.
And he says, "I need a group of you, and you're one of them.
Yes.
Get on this boat, little emergency raft,
Okay.
and I need you to go investigate one of these." Okay?
Okay.
So you get on the boat. Island? Or do you go to the other people? The other people could be good. You've been on this boat. You and your
There's people on
captain.
the other boat.
There's
Okay.
people on the other boat. You and your captain. You've been at sea 49 days.
Whew.
That's a while.
Yeah.
So
That's
you've
a
got your
long
option
time.
of heading up to this other boat. Maybe there's some refuge. Maybe there's some mean pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Or you go to this island. Maybe there's some fruit. Maybe there's some mean snakes.
What'd you
Which one
choose?
are you
Oh,
choosing?
that is so freaking hard. Okay, island or boat? Okay, I'm gonna say boat.
Okay, you swim. You paddle.
Uh-huh.
You
Okay.
guys are going over to the boat. And they start shooting their guns at you. Cannons, boom, boom, boom. So you hurry and you go over to the island instead.
Uh-huh.
So you're at the island.
Mhm.
Okay. You get off. Some of your crewmates, they're just like, oh my goodness, I hope we can find life. Hope we can find refuge, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're exploring yourself, right? Because there's only 4 of you. You really got to be efficient with this. You see Captain over there. You're like, hey, he's treated us good. We need to treat him good. So you're running through the forest and you see this cave. You go in the cave. You go in the cave, and there's this little golden statue, kind of glowing, right? And underneath it says, "The success to marriage." What is that idol to you?
Oh my gosh, that was a long story just to get to that point.
What do you think is going to be successful for your marriage?
Oh. That is a heavy question.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I needed a heavy scenario.
yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, there's a lot of tension.
Did you come
in
up
there.
with that yourself?
Yeah.
That was good.
You must have a lot of time on your hands.
I came up with it right now.
Really? That's
Yeah.
really
That
good.
was
I
really
thought
good.
That was
so.
a really good story! Nice! I thought, like, you were doing some sort of, like, a riddle, like, choose your own adventure. Like, that
Well, a
was
little
really
bit,
good.
yeah.
That was
But
awesome.
and you chose the wrong answer apparently because you
Thank you.
still went to that island.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't have anything for the pirates.
Well, you did really good. I wouldn't have been able to come up with that on the spot.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Okay.
So what's this idol
What's
of
the success to marriage?
Right,
Like,
this golden,
if I had to choose, like,
the
one.
golden rule.
The golden rule for
Very
marriage.
good. Wow.
Okay.
You really did well.
Yes, you did. I'm so
Okay.
impressed.
Thank you.
Okay. I actually, one time I taught a lesson in Young Women's, a church group,
Mhm.
and it was something like, your path to eternal marriage, something similar that you would find in a church class, right?
Sure.
And so I asked a bunch of people that I know have been married for, like, a long time, or, like, really happily married, stuff like that.
Hang
And-
on, hang on.
No, I'm not going to say any of that.
I figured.
I know. I should.
Okay, so what is it? What is it?
So, this is one of my friend's mom. She said that you would think, like, marriage, so each just gets, like, 50-50, half and half. But she said that you always have to give 100. So you always have to be, like, doing your very best. At least always striving to.
Okay.
And I think that applies to so many situations. Like, you both have to be giving your all. You can't just say, I'm only going to do a little bit. They'll pick up my slack. Except, I do feel like there are times in your life where it is going to be, like, you're doing your best, but still your partner has to help.
Sure.
So,
But-
always giving 100.
Okay.
Yes.
So in your relationship, do you feel
Mhm.
like you and crew are both giving 100? Or do you feel like someone's picking up a little slack?
That is so mean to ask!
That's a valid question.
Well, it could be you're both giving 100. I don't
I
know.
know. I do feel like, I think,
Well,
Oh, who is it?
oh no.
You could throw him under the bus right now.
No, that'd be so mean.
well, you already have because you didn't say we both give 100. That could have been just such
But
an easy
it could
What?
be him picking up slack,
I
and
say
she could be the
We
problem.
both give 100% in a lot of situations, but there's also times, like, say, communication, for example. That's something he's really, really good at. So he's given 100. Let's say he's given 120% because he's helping bridge that gap. Maybe I'm only giving 80% because I'm not quite all the way there. So in a situation like that, it's like he's helping me. He's helping me bridge that gap. Well, it's like something I can do with my arms to show. You know what I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
I see what you're
But,
saying.
because there's sometimes, like, I'm thinking about my cute sister-in-law who just had a baby. So she's freshly, like, a new mom again. And so it's like she can't be giving her all in some things.
I see.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Makes
Fair
sense?
enough. Okay.
I see the overlying,
The
overarching principle.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Thank you.
let me ask you this then: are there any pet peeves? Not necessarily even with crew. Just give me some icks.
Some icks, like, of guys in general.
Yeah, sure.
People, guys. And
Oh my god.
And maybe with someone with crew, maybe not.
Okay.
We won't.
This
say.
is like a really random ick. So, if you guys are in dating apps, if you're gonna message a girl, don't call her sexy. I don't know, I don't know. Oh.
I'm a little hungry. Sorry about that.
Bless you.
I had a couple of guys, like, message me saying, hey, sexy, and I would say, don't call me sexy, and I would block them because I don't like to be called sexy. I don't want to be
I love
viewed
being
as
called
sexy.
sexy.
Yeah.
How about
for you.
here's one of
Okay.
mine. I'd call a girl queen.
Ew! Ew!
No,
Oh,
really?
nasty! Like, do
Oh.
not, yes, queen, or
No. I'll be like, hey, queen.
hate. Disgusting.
Okay, what about?
Fetch.
Let's find
That
something
one
that
actually
works.
brought me. That was.
I really
a
do
fruitful
not
one.
like that.
That one was pretty.
Don't
good.
call me queen, Landon.
Well, no, I'm not going to. But I'm saying when I
No,
was on dating apps, I'd use that, and
Yeah,
that was pretty
no.
good.
because...
Okay. Does it kind of give off
a little fruity? Uh-huh.
Fruity.
Fruity.
It is a little fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
I
think
can
of what
see
egg I
it.
have.
but-
So, like, Crew, he gave me flowers, and they're sticking out on it. It says, I love you, love Crew, or something. It was so cute. And I think I took a picture to, like, send to my friends or something. He's like, take that note out. It's fruity. I was like, that's not fruity. It's you telling me you love me. So that's an ick, because he doesn't, like, he loves, like, physical affection and stuff, but some things he won't do because it's too fruity. He's like,
How is it fruity
No,
if
it's
it's
just like
like a
his-
woman?
it's like if his guy friends see him being like overly loving and overly, he's kind of like, I don't want to be seen any less manly. But I'm like, no, show you care, show you love your fiance.
So that's an
You know.
ick?
Not, I guess, pet peeve ick.
Yeah.
But it's not like that big of a pet peeve because it's not like he does that all the time. It just kind of makes me laugh sometimes.
So if I go on my dating app,
Uh-huh.
okay, and I just match with a girl here, what should I send her? And I say, I love you?
No,
Is that what you're telling me?
don't say
Is
that.
it better than calling
Give,
her
like-
sexy?
Well, I think let me give you dating apps 101.
Yes, please.
Okay, if you're
I
going
need some
to,
education.
if you're going to, is it swiping up or swiping? What way
It
do you
doesn't
swipe to
matter.
Depends
say
on the
yes?
app.
Okay, if you say yes, and you're gonna message the girl, like give her like a genuine compliment. Like my favorite, oh my gosh, I got like one that was like kind of popular for me to get was something about my smile, and those were my favorite ones because I'm not super like confident about my smile. So when a guy like said something, you know like how to give a genuine like, hey, I think you're pretty. It's like things like I really think you have like a stunning smile. Like you can tell when something is genuine versus just being like a.
So you want to be specific.
You want to be specific and genuine. So even if it's something in their like bio or their profile that you're like, that is actually so cool that you do that, or I also love that same band. They're awesome. Like, what's your favorite song? Like, be genuine. Like, actually be interested.
Yeah.
Guys are really good at just being like, I want to go get a milkshake, or I think you're sexy, or would you kiss me? Oh my gosh! Don't try to kiss a girl. Don't say, hey, you want to kiss? Ugh. Nasty.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. This is a real life scenario
Okay.
that I
Yes.
went
I
through.
would.
and
I would
want
love
you
to hear.
I want you to kind of judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can judge you.
So, match with this girl,
hmm
and she has one of her pictures is her jumping a bike. Okay.
Oh, sick.
And she's probably 10 feet in
Regular
the air.
bike or dirt bike?
Like a regular mountain bike.
Bicycle.
Yeah, yeah. And so I just sent over a message. You think you could jump that bike over my head?
Is that all you have to tell me?
Yeah, well, just
That's great.
give me a rating on this. Like, as that girl would just be like, holy smokes.
Okay.
He knows about me. He cares about the intimate parts of my life. Hey,
Okay. I think, personally, for you, if that girl said something like funny back or something like heck yeah, I could, you would have to go immediately for her. Because if it was like another girl that was like, this guy is weird, you know that girl isn't for you. But if she said like something funny back, I think that's a good way for you to like test waters. Like be like, okay, are
Waters
they
to
going to
be
be like funny?
Okay.
Like, are they going to fit? Because your
well,
personality
maybe
is
that's
super
how.
funny.
Maybe that's how guys. Hey, you're sexy. Maybe they're testing waters.
That's just, don't call a girl sexy. First, I
What
just-
if what
I
if
don't wanna
Crew
be
did
called
it to you
sexy.
now, though?
Call me sexy?
Yeah.
Well, now he can.
Okay. So it's
I
just
still
from
don't
the get-go when
like
you done.
it. Yeah, because, I don't know, this is something he said. I don't know how applicable this is, but he said with all his guy friends, they, like, had a big conversation. It's like, would you rather your wife be, like, cute or, like, hot, sexy?
Mhm.
And they're like, we'd, like, rather them be cute, but then only be, like, hot or sexy for us. Like, only, like, once you get, because, you know, once you get to know a person, the cuter they become.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys, I don't know,
Well,
for me,
depending.
Sometimes.
If you
If
like
you
them.
like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, like once the more like you meet somebody and all of a sudden you get to know them and all of a sudden they're like the cutest things in the entire world. Like he
Yeah.
says he'd rather his wife be like really cute but then like sexy or hot just like him. You know?
I get what
I
you're
get what you're saying,
You know,
so,
instead
yeah.
of like if your girlfriend's like really super sexy and super hot, all the guys are gonna be like, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm super insecure.
Well, what are your feelings about that? Same, similar? You want the guy to be cute,
Yeah,
and then you want him to get sexy later on?
that sounds funny, but like yeah,
saying. But yes.
yes, I
Yes,
agree.
please.
I see.
Yeah,
Well, what? Well, no.
wait, just
Never
ask me.
mind.
Ask me.
Well, I don't know. I was just gonna go.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
look for in a guy? But now you're
Sure.
getting married, and
Yeah.
so
A guy
it's
like
just
her.
yeah, doesn't even apply anymore.
It's really funny because some of his like exes like have like found me on different social medias and have like kind of stalked me. Like, you know, when you like see that somebody likes an old picture of you and you're like, oh my gosh, they were totally stalking me. They all like, we all kind of look the same. Like, all like brown hair, tend to be shorter, and I was just like, oh, like I am like his type to a T, and I was like, is that a compliment or do I want to be different? But then I also realized he's my type to a T. He's blonde and kind of skinny and tall. And
Can you elaborate on kind of skinny? What does that mean?
he's not like.
What are you trying to say, Tausha?
Bleep this. He's not as skinny as those runners that are straight up sticks.
But that, do you prefer a little bit of, would you say
you should
muscle?
see his arm muscles. Yeah,
Ooh.
I always make him flex. I say, flex your arms. And I'm like,
dang crew. We won't believe that out.
I'm an arms girl. I love arms. Like arms and shoulders girl. All the way.
Okay, so that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Would you say you're a personality type of girl? Let me give you a scenario. Okay. I'm sorry we're going down this road. But you got a guy who is a 10 out of 10 in looks. Okay?
Yes.
Absolutely the handsomest man you've ever seen.
Drool-worthy.
Like, yes, perfect in every way.
Okay.
But he is as dumb as a brick.
Oh my gosh, could not. I actually, that like 2-3 week period of where I was going on dates constantly, I went on a date with a guy. We actually went dancing as well. We just like met dancing.
I hope he watches this.
I didn't know him well enough to like want to drive with him, so I just met him dancing. First of all, like he was kind of cute. Like he was cute, but I was like, this man could not hold a conversation to save his life. I left. I was like, it's just the most boring thing in the entire universe.
Okay. But was he dumb?
He could have been. He couldn't hold a conversation.
Yeah, that goes in.
Yeah, I mean, that does go. But say they both have good personality. He's just dumb. Like, he'll talk to you, but he'll be
just like dumb.
He'll be like...
Genuinely stupid.
Like, genuinely stupid.
Okay.
Because that would just get annoying after a while. Because...
You gotta have, like, some good conversation. Like,
yeah.
At a certain point, I'll jump in here. Because, like, for me, if a girl's stupid, there's no good conversation.
No.
Like, you can have a good surfacey conversation, but it doesn't affect
you can't have a good, like, deep level, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, because I even have some friends who, like, just either won't share that part of themselves or just can't get, like, deep. And it's just kind of, like, a top layer friendship. Like, not, like, a deep, like... friendship.
Okay. Well... I hate to say it, but neither of these options are good, so we're gonna have to choose. Second guy. You have two guys. The other guy.
I love two guys.
The ugliest guy you've ever seen.
What?
I'm kidding!
What?
That was weird. Just keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, we're just gonna plow through. He's an ugly dude. Like, worst you've ever seen.
Oh.
But he's a freaking genius.
I probably also wouldn't like him because if he's a freaking
Well, you have to choose, Tausha. Obviously, we want a smart, handsome guy, but sometimes you gotta make it.
I will just be single for the rest of my life.
Wow.
And have lots
I don't remember that being an option.
Well, I just made it one.
So you're not even gonna answer? It's a hypothetical question. I would take the dumb girl.
No, I would.
Yeah.
I actually would take the opposite. Because, like, even if you don't, like, fall in love with him, at least you could probably make a really, really good friendship. And, like, maybe have that turn into, like, some sort of love.
Or are you saying, not necessarily friendship, but gold digger status? This guy's gonna make money?
Oh, I didn't think of that, but yes. Sure, why not?
I was on the other side.
Yeah, you would choose...
I would choose a hot, dumb girl.
I would, too.
I think that's the difference between boys and girls.
I always say that, and then I get into one of those relationships, and
it's the worst.
Yeah. And then I'm like, man,
But are you ever getting in the opposite of relationships?
Yes!
Are you guys in relationships right
No.
now?
Well,
Are you talking to someone?
No.
Oh, are you?
No.
How are the dating apps going?
I'm not on them.
I just ask girls to jump their bikes over my head.
They're probably like,
so that gives you a little insight over here.
There you go.
Maybe it should be.
Is it? It's not 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's...
That clock
what
is
time,
not accurate.
What time is
Is
it?
it like 12?
It's
11?
11:30.
Oh, 11:30.
I was like, 1? Am I here for 3 hours?
Yeah, time just flies when you're on the
Well,
We're
podcast.
having fun.
But we could end it right here.
Hey,
Yeah.
buddy.
That was.
Is there anything
very
you else
productive.
wanna talk about? Any other funny stories? Anything?
I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Are you
Yeah, I
thinking?
think we had a good. Oh, Buddy's ready to go. I think it's time to
That's a
end.
sign.
That's our
Can I let
sign.
him out, right?
Yeah, sure.
Why won't the door open?
Is it locked? Okay. Goodbye, buddy.
The ghosts.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have.
Well.
Wait, Landon, is that your story? Like the comparisons you had, is that your story?
Well, that was.
Landon's story. That's my thing.
Oh,
That
that
was the
Landon.
pirate.
Okay. What was the college story? My college story. Okay.
Yeah, your
Get
cool
it now.
story. Is there
I was
anything else
confused.
on there you want to talk about? I think we got it. Most
We
of
did
everything.
well.
We did. I think that was a good one.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay. Well, do you want to
Do you
give
wanna-
that outro, or do you
I
want to
think
give
we
it?
need to have a guest.
Okay.
You can,
The title of our show is
Drop
called
Zone.
or just kind of say thank you. Get everyone to
Thank
subscribe.
Give them a little. Hey, we value you.
Okay.
It can be anything.
However you want to say it.
You don't have to
Yay.
say our name. Just say something, and then we're gonna end it after that.
And then
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Drop Zone. The Drop Zone.
Close. Well,
One more time, one more
retry.
time.
Retry.
Ah.
Here we go.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the Drop Zone with the Landons and me, Tausha, the special
Tausha.
guest of the day. We appreciate you so much for watching it. Please subscribe and like this video if you like it. And I will see you next time. Bye guys.
Bye. Oh wow, that was perfect.
Oh, really good.
That
Thank
was
you.
great.
I do that for you all the time. That was so fun.
Oh boy.
Okay, so how do you guys actually feel about me getting married so young? Is it weird?
Because
for me,
Wait, don't
it
end
used,
that recording.
I'm not.
it used to be.
Time out.
Wait, I want to know. Like, how do you guys
Well,
see
let
it?
me-
Like, you can be brutal. Like, what do you guys think about me getting married? Because when I'm in it, I know how I feel and how I see it, like how
Right.
it crew and I see it. But I'm genuinely curious because I have a lot. I'm really curious about these girls, like from my high school, that have been like screenshotting like my B-reels and stuff. And I'm like, do they think I'm crazy? Or like, what is it?
Let me go
No,
first.
go ahead.
Because I can actually relate
Mhm.
to it a lot more because obviously I thought I was going to get married.
Yeah.
So I can see that perspective, but also of what it was and how I see that past thing now.
Uh-huh.
I go, dang, I don't want to get married young anymore.
Really? Mm-hmm.
But as long as you have a positive experience,
Yeah.
then I feel like it's good. But mine wasn't as positive, I would say. So
Uh-huh. Okay, other London.
It just depends on what your idea of success is.
Mm-hmm.
What
which,
your goals
like
are.
you said your goals were to be a mom and
Yeah.
whatnot,
Like,
and so that totally sets you up for it. So
And so I think it generally is different between men and women, right?
mm-hmm.
Men typically are in a provider role. And so my idea of success needs to look a little bit different. And I need to have a little bit more
Uh-huh.
of.
Like a
I just need to be.
background, like
Yeah.
a foundation. Yes.
I just need to be more before I'm ready
Uh-huh.
to be married.
Which
So that I'm actually.
well, that's my
of-
thing too
Of
because
value to a woman. I need to have.
yeah,
some
you
money,
want to be the
I need
best
to
you
have
can
some
be.
skills. I
to
need to have a
make-
nice job.
so.
And so I'm just in this period of like building
uh-huh.
and just like
Which I think is
exploring
awesome.
business opportunities and
Mhm.
stuff. And then eventually, yeah, maybe I'll get married
Mhm.
once I pursued all of that. But at the same time, I'm in a very unique situation where I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, with whoever I want.
Yes,
Which you can't do when you're married.
it's true.
So,
Crew, he went on a mission September 2020. He actually came home December 2020. So he only served, what was that, 4 or 5 months? And so he's been like working ever since.
was it medical?
Mental.
Mental.
Yeah, he had a really hard time because
Where was it?
he was called to. What's it called? It starts with an A. Australia. I was wanting to say Arizona. I was like, it's not
Well,
He
Why?
didn't
Arizona.
actually go
I was
to
gonna-
Australia, though, did he?
No, he couldn't. And so he was recalled to. Is it Raleigh or Raleigh? Not North Carolina. Raleigh, North Carolina. And they weren't allowed to go out of their apartment. They only were able to leave their apartment like I think 10 minutes every day and once on P days to like go to the grocery store.
Yeah, that messed
So
you up.
he was inside the entire time and like I couldn't talk to
Yeah, that would.
he had panic, like he never had any sort of mental issue before he went on his mission.
Mhm.
The second he got there, it was just straight up attack on him. The second he left, he was fine. Like it was weird. And so yeah, but then he got a really good job. He's really, really good with his hands. Like he can like think in like a engineering kind of way. Like
Yeah, I
he's
get what you're
good
saying.
at that. I
Yeah.
do not think like that, but that's something he's like amazing at. Like, does he like to read? He hates reading, hates math, hates all that, but he is so good at that. And it's really nice because he's also really into like investing and like that kind of stuff. So I'm just kind of like, yes. And his job is like amazing. He has such a good company. So
That's good. Does he plan on just working that forever? Or
so
working up the
he's
company? Or?
not loving right now. He works outside a lot, and he doesn't love working outside all the
Yeah.
time because the weather dictates if you can work, or he's either freezing or he's really freaking hot. Like there's hardly any time in Utah where it's like the perfect weather to work. So he's still wanting to find something like that, but something he can do like maybe indoors or have a certain spot. So like I was thinking welding, or I don't know. That's at the point right now where he's like trying to find his forever job.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what he's like, but it's kind of hard because you can never have the perfect job that you love everything about it. So,
We're advocates for finding the perfect job.
are you? That's good. Maybe you should hang out with Crew and help him find his.
Potentially.
Yeah. He sounds like a cool kid. I haven't really.
Yeah, you
Talk to him
should.
a
I
little
wish
bit.
he could have come, but
Yeah, hopefully
I don't
he's
even know
well.
what this guy looks like.
You don't?
He was up. Yeah.
I can
He's
show you
a good looking dude.
Yeah, he's
That's
adorable.
fruity.
He's kind of skinny.
Oh my gosh, do you want to see the little
Yeah,
baby?
I just.
That's
Aw.
not Crew, that's his brother. But that's my
Yeah, Crew's a
cute
funny
little
looking dude.
nephew. He is so he's
That's
so
exciting.
tiny, I know. I have the worst baby fever right now. We're not
Uh-oh.
gonna have kids right now. The worst part about preparing for marriage was getting an IUD. That was Do you guys know what that is?
Yeah, but I've never
You know the
personally
pain?
had one.
It's so bad.
Gosh dang.
That's not a cute picture of him. 1 second. We need to find a good one. Okay. That's me and him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
I could just pull out my
he's,
wedding
he's
invitation.
like cuter. Everybody's
Where- yeah.
See, he's a cutie.
He's a good
Well,
looking
good for
dude.
him.
He's so cute.
Now that we're all being fruity, as you say.
Oh, he just said, "How's the podcast?"
Perfect.
Aw.
And
We
you can
should-
say, sweet. Yeah, give him a call.
Yeah, FaceTime him.
FaceTime him.
And he can see you're in a room with two dudes.
Hey, Crew, I'm alone with two guys, two
In his
Landons.
bedroom.
Hi, Crew. Hi. You want to say hi to the two guys that I'm alone with right now?
Oh, God.
Hey, crew!
What up, Drew?
We missed ya!
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, are you in your Subaru right now?
Yeah.
Oh, is it going?
The oil's all changed and good.
Oh, good for you, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah, we just want to say hi.
Well, I know so much about you, crew.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good podcast.
It was good.
Hopefully, I'm kind of afraid to watch it. I probably won't watch it. I won't watch
I won't watch
myself.
it either, don't worry.
I'll have to watch
You
it. I have
have
to
to.
edit the whole thing.
Don't watch it, Crew.
Bleep this.
You better
bleep
bleep
that.
some of the things.
Well, don't say that in front of him.
Gonna hear it.
Tosh,
What?
is the thing tonight in Logan or Mountain Green?
Mountain Green.
Okay. Do you want to come to my house then?
Are you good?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, love you.
Love you. Okay, I'm not done yet though, just so you know.
Jerk. Just kidding. How are you not done? If you're driving.